7 News has obtained a disturbing video of a Prince George's County police officer and his use of force. A warning, though, some of this video is hard to watch. On your side, I-Team investigative reporter Scott Taylor is here to break it all down. Scott?
Police officers have a very tough and dangerous job. Force is sometimes used. This video shows a very intoxicated suspect who spits on Officer Stephen Tucker back in 2020. Take a look. While he's driving, Tucker responds by hitting the suspect in the head over and over again. You're watching a suspect in 2020 spit at Prince George's County police officer Stephen Tucker while he's driving a patrol car. Tucker reacts by punching the suspect a total of 8 times. Is it the proper use of force? Decide for yourself, but Prince George's County Police called Tucker's use of force justifiable. Campaign Zero, an advocacy group that pushes to end law enforcement agency violence and hold police accountable, has a different take.
It was clear that that was an unwarranted use of force and that punching him repeatedly in the head was not an appropriate response.
The suspect, handcuffed and wearing a seatbelt in the front seat because the department doesn't supply backseat cages in all of its patrol cars. Listen to Officer Tucker, in his own words, explain to investigators what happened.
When he did spit, it went all over my face and in my eye, and I turned my head, and I was still trying to like keep the car right, driving, but I could feel that started to wobble. As soon as I got the spit in my face, that's when I reacted, and I did do four reactionary hits.
Criminologist Eric Pisa with Northeastern University says a key to determine the level of use of force is when use of force is no longer needed.
The question becomes exactly at what point was the force no longer warranted? And that's a little bit difficult to tell from secondhand footage. Again, the officer responded, it would seem to be appropriately to the force. It's a little bit difficult to tell from the video exactly at what point was the force no longer needed to subdue the suspect.
Prince George's County Police policy says unjustified force includes the following: inappropriate force, unnecessary force, or excessive force which is intentional, malicious, and results in injury or potential injury.
I'm shocked, frankly, that he received no discipline for those punches. And it's a reminder that the police time and time again get away with doing whatever they want, regardless of department policy.
Tucker was suspended 5 hours without pay for his use of language, but no discipline for the 8 punches. In an internal investigation, First Sergeant William Gleason, who the department says is one of the country's foremost experts in use of force, states the first few punches were reasonable. The last couple needed to be justified by Tucker and may have been more than what was needed to stop the spitting assault. Here's Tucker explaining the additional 4 punches.
Then after those, the best that I remember is that my main goal was to keep him away from trying to spit again. So that's where the other hits and me trying to move him was for.
Tucker's supervisor on the scene shortly after the punches reviewed the dash cam video and stated the second number of punches did not appear in compliance with police policy, and the first set of strikes seemed to be effective enough in stopping the spitting assault. We did some digging and discovered Tucker has been under review for 37 incidents of use of force over the past 8 years, which averages out to 1 use of force incident every 2.7 months.
Every 90 days would seem to be a little high to me.
For months, Prince George's County Police Chief Malik Aziz, who was not chief during the 2020 incident, has denied our request for an on-camera interview multiple times. Brian Fisher, the police department's media relations division manager, tells 7 News that talking about individual officers does not rise to the level of the chief of police. That's simply not true. Aziz has, on multiple occasions, talked about individual officers on camera, including on 7 News, regarding viral video of one of his officers kissing a woman at a park.
I'm curious, as the chief, what was your reaction when you saw that video for the first time? Well, I thought it does not represent our vibrant, robust brand.
7 News requested a copy of the department's written policy that prohibits Aziz from talking on camera about individual officers. It doesn't exist. 7 News hasn't been able to reach the suspect and his charges dropped. Officer Tucker isn't talking to us. He did complete a refresher course on use of force and de-escalation training back in 2021. That's Tucker using a neck restraint last fall on another handcuffed suspect. We dig into all of this later in the week. For the I-Team, Scott Taylor, 7 News.